Friendship. We're talking about Dallas, Texas friendship. And we're talking about behavior. You will help people out and people will take advantage of you and people will treat you like you ain't nothing. And you the one that's helping them out. I had to deal with a lot of people that I helped out and they go off to another state and they took me for granted. So when we dealing with friendship and dealing with people that we talk about friendship, this subject about friendship, and we talk about it, but people don't know how to treat you. This girl named Christina, I'm working at U-Haul, and I've been at U-Haul for 5 years, and, I help her, she go to another state, but people don't know how to treat you, man. You know, um, and joke and taunt you and make fun of you, and they're like you ain't worth nothing, but they quit to ask for something, but baby, we hold our own down around here. We do things where things at, and we hold our own down. People want. The thing is, if we can keep participating in that society realm where people want to keep taking from us and not show love and use us, how can we be happy? Because we keep letting the same people take advantage of us. And I had to deal with that in Carrollton. I had to deal with Gurnham. I had to deal with people with that. They want to take advantage of it, but you want us to keep going back there in society while society keep taking advantage of us. Those things have to be understood of what we are talking about here. And people call you selfish, but they want to take advantage of us. They want to call you out your name when they want to take advantage of you. Those things got to be understanding where we are not allowing people to keep this using us and they got a lot of gold there, but there's a lot of selfish people out there that get manipulated. This is the world that we choose to live in. Either we accept what's going on around us and we accept the racism, we accept things, or we live in denial of where we can't be ourselves. And that's what we got to understand with businesses and stuff. And that's what we got to understand. These things gotta be understand. And we gotta understand why people are taking you for granted. The businesses and the society of the businesses. Why should we not want to be ourselves and they trying to capture us in domination and this and intimidate and not let us work happiness when it comes to happiness and being happy at a job. And not just about loving what you do. It's about people treating you right. And that's the main stuff. Why you gonna love what you do at your job? That's at a hospital. But sometimes those things never happen as you think they seem because the way that these other manager mindset, I didn't been through it all. Governor Advocate tell me nothing. I didn't been through stuff for 14, 15. I went on job interviews. We didn't went on a lot of things where we are constantly being tested. But the mindset is not changing up the managers. So we have to identify what those things mean. I didn't want on interviews on Sprouts, Target, all the rest of these things and interviews where people say, it's the way they act. But they got the nerve to complain, and that's where the tax dollar is going to fit into the businesses, where they complaining at. And Senator Terry hit that mark. So we have to understand what is the quiet thing, and you can't have it constantly your way all the time and all the rest of this, and you can't play it fair in the business? So if we're going to talk about society and how society playing it, how can we understand it? Let me tell you something I want to know. When they found out that the mayor lied and Yellow Breeze and them been lying in Dallas, they was going to lose millions. And I want my money. When they found out they shit had been lying and Yellow Breeze and them lying, they've been complaining where racism and the Social Security did me wrong. Taunted, laughed, hung up in face, and neglect and abuse. Telling people these are not the things that Social Security. Let me tell you something. What makes people different from the businesses? And I'm gonna tell Miss Krista, I want my justice for the taunting and the damn thing. You're not gonna just offer some and you scared of losing because your community can't grow and change. And they had the IPS worker do it. But they care about themselves and don't want to change. We ain't gonna play this game. Senator Ted, we ain't gonna play this game. Senator Ted. The Senator Ted. I want him to hear me. Because this is not about that time about participating. I said at that thing with that baseball food with that kid, and that kid said we can participate and still be an outcast and still not be treated as equal. And that's where the manipulation come with the kids, and we getting leaded down the wrong way. Kids getting leaded down the wrong way. God say, when things are gonna be put to a stop. When the line in the racism businesses and they playing with their people and acting normal with them and act like the Social Security act like them. I talked to a lot of good people at Social Security. And I told this one lady, you should be rewarded for your just listening. Say no thanks to you, but I just think that no, you should be rewarded. Because they ready to hear these regular people out there hear us out. And I thank that lady from there. So many problems going on in that society where they want us to, you can't have it your way. And I want Doug Miller to know something. You can't have it your way. That's not how that's going to go. You can't have it your way when you're being unfair. They will lie to us and tell us they want us there, and they don't want us there. They will fake their love for us like they fake their love for God. They don't want us there. They liars. They detect our kind. They detect God. Like Wayne said on the Squad Up CD. I just remember they detect our kind. And it seemed like the businesses, we have no place because it's something where the regular people in churches, they act like they, but no, God said, don't come at me like that. When those things need to be handled and understood.